I stayed at the kind of outdoorsy hostel in Duncannon. It's a nice place. Um, Washed my clothes. There's a laundromat a couple doors down. And so I smell good for another hour maybe. At first I thought that was a cemetery in front of their house. It looks like it's a place that sells tombstones. This is the Duncannon Assembly of God. Apparently they have a leak in their roof or something, so they don't have room today for, or they don't have room this year for hikers. Normally they let hikers sleep in there. This is Duncannon. It's a very quiet little town. 7 o'clock in the morning. I have only seen a few people awake yet. Very civilized. Statue of Liberty out in the middle of the river here. That is quite the climb out of Duncannon. And then you get some rather interesting terrain to hike on. Snack time. Blackberries. Yeah, that's an extra 6 pounds of water. We got a long water carry, and it's just about time for setting up tents. So got enough water for today, and then 9 miles tomorrow, and then some. 9 miles at least to the first water supply source. So here we go. Well, this lumpy spot is where I spent the night. So we are in a stealth site, maybe. So not totally stealth site, but it was on the map. So, but it was rocky. And here's the trail. Starting the morning. Walking down trail, if you're the first person in the morning, this is what you may encounter. That's a spider. And maybe you can see the web. I'll move around a little bit. But that would be a crappy morning start. Haven't videoed much today. Hiking like 23 miles yesterday and another 23 today. Should be exhausting. Don't know if I'll be able to video anything, but without losing my phone. I'm gonna cross a beaver dam. Getting close. There it is. They made kind of a nice little marsh. Killed all the trees, but held back the water for later. You can hear the bullfrogs. All right, I'm not going to video this. Going that way and then hanging a right. As you can see, I'm dry. That tree fell down at just the right spot. Got us across the worst of the dam and the water. Not past the mud. There's a fair amount of mud here. Ooh, made it. Okay. Snack time. Snack time. Yay. This is, I'm not sure what it is. It's not a hostel. It's just something that is nice for hikers. You can camp in the yard. I came here for that water. It was nice and clean and clear. The other stuff I was having today was full of tannins and all that. This place is right next to kind of a busy road, so I don't know that I'd want to stay here, but I could. Kind of a nice little bridge over this river. Not sure what the name of the river is. Well, it may just be that I will remember Pennsylvania for the rocks, not for the nice little pastures, because there were only maybe 10 or 20 miles of pastures, and now it's all rocks. Well, quite often there's rocks. And what do I mean by rocks? Well, this is the trail. This is the rocks. I think this is the trail. Yep, just goes on and on. All right, I'm going to the William Penn shelter. So I was going to go there. That was 19 miles from this morning. When I got there, there was some powder, maybe drink powder, like some sort of a additive or whatever for water. It was dumped out on the floor, and there was when I looked at the comments in Far Out for the shelter, there were 2 comments that said rats, and there was another comment or several comments about a squatter that was living in the shelter. I did see somebody that they didn't have a pack. They were just walking down the AT. I don't know if that was a squatter or whatever, but I don't know. After all that, I went and got water. I had my dinner, and I packed everything up, and I'm going another 4 miles. Luckily, there is a shelter in 4 miles, so the 501 shelter is what it's called. So that's where I'm going to go. It is a little bit after 5. Hopefully I get there by 7. Should get there before dark. Dark is 8:40, I think. Anyway, not what I wanted to be doing at this time of the day. I was kind of hoping to just chill. Oh well. Well, I'm 0.2 miles from where I want to be, the 501 shelter, And there's a nice view here, so I thought I'd just take a breath and enjoy the view. Here's another view. I'm 0.1 now from where I want to be, 501. Okay, last 0.1, uphill. And the gnats are driving me nuts. This is the 501 shelter. According to people I've talked to, this is going to be demolished next year. It's the only shelter that I've seen with a gorgeous sunroof right in the middle of the shelter. It's pretty nice. I like this shelter. Even have games and books. I remember that TV show. Running water is over by the caretaker's house, right over there. Electricity too, so this was a real bonus.